And hello! After playing with technology, technology has not been on our side today, but we have conquered, we have overcome, we are online.
Ay, ay, ay. That we worked for that, Catherine.
I feel like, you know what? I should be done for the day.
Oh my goodness. Let's high five because we're on the air.
High
Let's just
five!
high five for that.
And we know what?
Woo!
We could have quit and say, you know what? This is too hard. We're gonna stop, but we didn't. We kept on
No,
working on it, and we're live. So awesome!
that's right. We're
Kudos to
here.
us.
We're ready. Major kudos. Yay!
All right, so I am Catherine Storing, and my counterpart is.
Eyenie Schultz, the Technicolor Priestess.
Oh, awesome. And I am the confidence building coach, and we are both stylists, fabulous stylists, and we are also Hispanic, Latinas, if you will. I am from the Dominican Republic, and Eugenie is from Mexico.
Yes.
But I am in the Boston area, and she is in the City of Lights. She is in fabulous Paris, or maybe outside of Paris. Is that right?
Yes, in south of France, but I do love Paris very much.
Okay, awesome, awesome. And we have recorded another, the first section of this interview or talk, and we want you to take a look at that. We're gonna add the link right there, like right there. Yeah, it will be right there. So head over to that, and then come right back, and then finish watching this one because I think it's gonna give you a little more information about who we are. So I just want to let Eugenie pick it up from where we were before. We were talking about embracing your big why, how to get out of your own way, and how to determine how committed you are, how to test that in moving from excited to action. So what do you think?
Ooh, yeah, I love that. Excited to action. So in the last chat, Catherine and I sort of shared what our big whys were, why we're doing what we're doing, and why style is so incredibly important to both of us, to each of us, and for different reasons. And so moving out of the excitement and into action, I think we're just going to kind of, well, I'll share what that has looked like for me. And then Catherine can do the same, and we'll just sort of chat around that. But I think for a long time, for me, the whole being Latina thing, like I tried to put, no one told me you have to be in this mold or that, not directly, but I sort of interpreted that I had to be in a mold, that I had to look like, like an actress from a telenovela, so I had to be perfect and, have a certain body type and just, have a certain skin, like everything had to be very precise, very, in Mexico it tends to be more conservative, so I really got the message that I needed to really fit this mold, and I noticed I tried and I tried and I effing tried, and it didn't work for me. I couldn't fit into the mold. So eventually I understood, like, that's okay. I'm not everyone's cup of tea, not everyone's gonna love me, that's okay. And then but every day you have to continue to remind yourself of doing that. Once you break out of that mold and other people's, that the heaviness of those expectations and what you think, is your chosen path, and you embrace what is actually your passion and your path, it's basically just daily maintenance. I don't know if that's the case for you, Catherine, but it's really daily maintenance. It's daily self-compassion and self-love. It's daily acting and being and looking like and dressing like the person that you know you are and that you're aspiring to become more and more like. So it's really just a lot of daily action, just staying committed to that passion and being, and just being kind to yourself as you stumble through it, because there's a huge learning curve. I don't know. What do you think, Catherine?
I think you touched on a lot of great things, and it definitely is self-love. And we touched a little bit on self-love before, and it's not about I'm so great and stopping there. Is being kind to yourself, and you did say that, and understanding that you're going to make mistakes and you're going to have issues with technology, and it's going to take you longer to do something than it's going to take other people, and that is okay. Once you move, you don't want to stay in that place. You want to acknowledge that maybe you're not as fast or as technology savvy as you could be or as you wanted to be. Move on anyway. It's not going to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then something that you said about the mold, I can so relate to that. And you know what I want to do with the mold? I just want to break it, destroy it, annihilate it, and say, you know what? I am too big And
I love that.
and there's no mold that can contain all of this. And it's not because it's perfect and because it's awesome. It's because nobody knows what this is. You know, there's no shape. Like when one of us, all of us were created, we were created unique, very unique. So when you try to make a mold means that you're gonna reproduce and you're gonna have many of one thing. And guess what? When we were created by someone that is very creative, pun intended. And he made people awesome. And he made people with curly hair. And he made people short. And he made people long. And he made people in so many different ways. And we were created to bask in our awesomeness, in our differences. Instead of saying, I'm Latina, so I'm going to have a big everything, and, you know, and I'm going to look a certain way, and I'm going to dress a certain way, we can say, I am Catherine. I am Eyenie, and I am gonna dress a certain way. I am gonna talk a certain way. I'm gonna have this kind of business my way, my way. No following a formula, because we come, and I think the journey, and correct me if I'm wrong, the journey that I think we have been on, and I'm gonna be 38. I'm gonna be turning 38 in about 2 weeks. I'm very excited about that. The journey that I have been on is figuring out what my formula is, and my formula is ingrained in us when we are born. And our job, depending how healthy or not so healthy we are, is figuring out what that formula is, how you unlock all your gifts. And we all have so many gifts. So unfortunately, we have been told that we have to copy other people's formulas. But in reality, we have our own formula that's going to work for us perfectly without having to go and copying somebody else's formula. What do you think?
I love that. Yes, it's not about cracking one code. It's not about cracking someone else's code. It's literally about just going inside and finding your code, your formula, your thing. And then once you do that, it really is just like it clicks into place, and then it really just kind of takes on, it takes off on its own, right? It doesn't really, that's all the momentum you need, really. And then staying with it, staying with it, staying with it. So remembering, I love what you said, busting out of the mold, and really being content and happy and basking in your uniqueness, and knowing that others are going to benefit from that. You're literally what makes you, what you may have thought weird or unappealing or whatever. Like I used to call myself a freak. I am, but in a good way now. I see that. But when
that is a good thing. That is a great thing to be.
Yeah, and now I realize it's those things that I felt like were just so disgusting about me that actually make me appealing to the people that I can help. Those are the things that those are my gifts now to offer up to other people. So it's really just remembering that all the time, and then daily practice to really stay in that. Because one thing is like abstractly saying, this is me, and woo, and I'm waving my Eyenie flag, and she's waving her Catherine flag, but it's making sure to do that every single day. So I don't know if you want to share some of the stuff we do every day to kind of stay in that groove, in our own mojo, in our own thing.
Absolutely. For me, it's dressing up. It's very, very important to me. I don't have to dress up every day. It's something that I love to do. Like today, it's a Saturday early afternoon for us here in the U.S., and I don't have to look this way. I know we're going to record, and I could record wearing a T-shirt and jeans or whatever, but that's not me. I don't feel me. And something that I heard from somebody else, and I'm going to happily borrow, is that I am always overdressed, never underdressed. And that's how I am comfortable. That works for me. Other people want to wear jeans all the time. That works for you. More power to you. For Catherine Storing, for the woman that I am, I need to have a lot of jewelry, and I want to show you all the things that I have on. And
I love it.
That's not too much. Okay, for some people that would be like even my necklace, which we were talking about earlier. I
love that necklace.
In there, in your face. It's me. Like
it's delicious.
It's like. I wanted to look professional and put together, and I didn't add more. I could add more, okay? So that doesn't work for some people. That works for me. When I'm having a tough day, you're going to see me with my hair done, with my makeup done, even more so than today, and I'm going to have a fabulous red outfit on, and I'm going to be faking it until I make it. That's what I do. I arm myself and saying, okay, I'm going to look how I want to feel. And I do that for my clients all the time. I dress like I want to feel, and I think that's why I am I am a stylist because of that, because I wanna teach people how to do that. So you tell me
Yes.
how you do that every day when you're having an off day, when somebody called you ugly or somebody did not want to hire you. How do you deal with that rejection, with that not when you're not attractive to a client?
Yes, and I love what you said because that's exactly what I think that's exactly where we are. Well, that's the big thing we have in common is helping women to dress how they want to feel. So clothing really makes you feel a certain way. So if you're, for me, one thing like when I feel like crap, I'm dressing in gray or brown. I'm dressing in things that don't fit, that are just easy to put on, and it's keeping me feeling like crap. I mean, that's just the way it is. So I'm dressing, it's like totally circular, right? But clothing, it's just so beautiful. Garments, you can use them to totally lift your vibration, to raise your vibration. They literally affect your frequency, your energy, and they totally can take you out of that energy, right? So first of all, it's like having enough self-love and enough moxie, determination, to say, you know what, even though I feel like crap, instead of perpetuating it by putting on that horrible gray poncho and just those ugly ass tennis shoes that are really comfortable, I'm going to step it up. I'm going to put on my red lipstick. I'm going to put on something razzle dazzle and, you know, a necklace, whatever, and and that's going to immediately, when I see myself, that shows me, hey, Eyenie, you know what? I'm showing up for you today. That's what I'm doing. Guess what? Like my life and my day, I'm showing up today. I'm showing up, like I'm taking action. I'm getting dressed with intention, and my ass is showing up. I keep saying ass. I hope that's okay.
That's okay. But we know
okay,
we have one. We all have one.
We do.
Can you unpack something that you said? Because I think some people might not be familiar with vibration and showing up and attracting. And I really think, correct me if I'm wrong, please do. When we say vibration and showing up, we're really just being attractive when you're unique. So that's all there is to it, that you're just being your authentic self.
You're being your authentic self, and also you're sort of giving yourself, it's like if you go to a job interview and you're wearing flip-flops and you're, you know, and like a horrible t-shirt, and it's a corporate job that pays lots of money, you're not in alignment with that job. You're not showing up in a way that would help you get that job, right? So if you want to feel good, if you want to have a good day, if you want to have, you know, just in general, a life that makes you happy, you also need to show up for it. And part of that is how you take care of yourself, and part of that is what you convey, right? So for me, like that energy, it's literally like, you know, putting on a color that makes you happy. It's just doing everything to give you that energy, to make you feel those things, like you said earlier, that you want to feel, to help you create a life that you want to create. And it's so easy. Clothing is a really easy way to do that. It takes the same amount of time to put on something hideous as it does to put on something slamming. It just does. Putting on earrings takes this much time.
And I think you said alignment. That is huge. That is the key word. Be in alignment with everything that you want to do and everything that you don't want to do. You have to be aligned. And something that I said was you have to know how committed you are. Are you in alignment with your commitment? Let's say that you want to have a corporate job, that you're an amazing manager, an amazing accountant, you want to be a corporate lawyer, whatever it may be. Are you in alignment with that commitment? Are you showing up every day? Is your resume up to par? Are you going to networking events? Are you dressing like a corporate attorney dresses? That is huge.
Yeah, are you dressing the part? Yeah.
You have to dress the part, and when you dress the part, you have to show up, okay? You got to get the clothes. If you don't know how to get the clothes, you're going to hire Eyenie, you're going to hire me, right?
Catherine,
yep. You're going to go get the clothes, we're going to help you, we're going to figure that out, we'll work on the internal struggle, everything else. But then, stop there. You're going to just sit home, okay, I have a really cute outfit on, I have my suit on, it's tailored, it fits amazingly, and the job is going to come to me. It's not going to come to you. You have to get out of your bunts, and you have to get out there and say, I want that job. Sometimes you have to claim it and say, you know what, I'm just going to take that job. I'm just going to take that job. I heard that somewhere, and that actually worked for a lady. I forget what her name was. I think it's Cheryl Beard. I don't remember. I'll put it in the comments. But she said that she was in a meeting, in a board meeting, and somebody mentioned that they had an opening that she was perfect for, and they were going to just start a search. And she said, I just can't believe she said this, and I loved it. She said, actually, I'm just going to take that.
Wow.
Silence on the boardroom, and then they're like, okay. They're like, they didn't know what to do with her because she just claimed it. Sometimes you have to say that, I am claiming this. The commitment means I am serious about what I want.
Yes.
I am serious.
Yeah. I'm serious about what I want. I'm serious about, you know, giving myself the best. I'm serious about going after my dreams. I'm serious even about like how I show up for other people. I'm serious, period. It's like, yeah, you're getting serious. You're just really I love that. And it's like you're suiting up to, you know, to ride on a beautiful steed and go out to battle, or a beautiful, you know, whatever. But it doesn't have to be a war thing, but you know what I mean? Like you're putting on the appropriate armor.
That's right. And it is a war. We are fighting with the haters. We're fighting with the people
with
that
ourselves.
Yeah, and with ourselves. Sometimes we might have a little bit of a conformist in us. Like you get to a certain level, and you're like, well, my parents did not get to that level. My best friends are not at that level. I'm making 50 grand, 60 grand, 100 grand. For some people, that might be enough, but that doesn't mean that their limit, their level is not your level.
Yeah, blast through it. Don't. You don't have to take on that ceiling. So what do you think? I love that. Yes, because that is huge. You know, not wanting to outdo someone that you love or outshine them, or feeling like you're going to betray them by being yourself, or wanting something that they don't know you want. So those are huge things. That's really important. We could do a whole call on that.
Oh my goodness.
Later. Yeah. So I wanted to ask, like, so I would love if we each share like 3 concrete things that we do to show up every single day.
Okay, 3 things, and I'll try to be quick. 1, I get up. I get up, even if I don't want to, I get up, and I say, okay, I'm going to do this again. Number 2, I release, meaning I let go of any preconceived notions that today is going to be like yesterday. Yesterday is gone, today is a brand new day. Number 3, I am open. My eyes are open to all the blessings, all the possibilities, and all the awesomeness that's out there for me. I do that on a daily basis, whether I want to or not. All right, you tell us.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. I love that. Well, one for me is whatever we focus on expands, right? So I make sure to keep my eyes just on what I do like, on what is going right, what is lovely about me, what is great about my life, all the things that I have to be grateful for. Just grateful, grateful, gratitude, 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 gratitude all the time. Another thing that I do, that I started doing recently, that I invite everyone to do, is just when you're driving, when you're in the shower, when you're whatever, just even working, repeat, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. The more you repeat it, I love myself, the more you believe it, I love myself. It really, and I can start telling, like, I'm getting more patient, I'm getting more focused. It's crazy all the little things that start falling into place, right? And then number 3 is absolutely, definitely have a way to start your day. Start your day with intention by either setting an intention, by doing a little meditation, by even if it's like a nice, cozy little breakfast, like yummy experience, that you just do something to really start your day in a way that feels good, because it sets the tone for the entire day and even the entire week, right? And that can make or break everything.
So I love you said that I love myself, I love myself. It's so funny because I say to myself and to God many times, I love myself. And I say it in a way, I say, I love you. And I say it in the way that I would say it to someone that I love. And I love me a lot. So, and I needed to get to that point. I didn't really for a long time. And
it takes a while.
It takes a while. And I was able, and I always, my voice changes when I say, I love you. And I say, I slow down and I take it in. And that just means I love myself enough to share my authentic self.
And to not be scared. That is so important, because that love outweighs any of the fear that would keep you in hiding.
It does. And he helped me. Tell me how you dealt with this. Did you ever think that what you do is frivolous? That it's something that it's optional? Like if you have to pay the bills, if you have to buy a car, what do you put in? What is in what level of the line? In what of your list of things to do? Where does it fall to hire someone that does what we do?
Now it's really high up. Now, like, I understand the value, right? Before, I think before, when you think that life is all about just survival and you put yourself on the back burner, you don't realize how important it is to do all this, to get all these tools, to really show up as yourself and be authentic and to ultimately be happy, right? And to share your gifts with the world. So I think the more you love yourself, the more you realize that what you're doing is not frivolous at all. Like for me, a long time I denied that even my love of style was just like, oh yeah, that's Eyenie. She just likes to dress people up or give them makeovers. And it was just like, whatever, that's the fun thing I do, you know, when I'm in college or whatever, or what corporate land, whatever. Like on the weekends we meet and I make you look great and you love it and I take photos of you, whatever. And that's it. So I didn't take it seriously and I was like, it's so superficial. But I knew deep down inside that I was really, like, I just was seeing the transformations in these women with even those simple little fun activities and how much it changed their lives. So I knew, but I was scared that it wouldn't be taken seriously by others. That's the thing.
Yeah,
You know?
I love that. I love that. It's so true.
Yeah.
And it's really not about the clothes. That's the funny thing. It's not
No.
about the clothes. It's all about the
No.
internal. The beauty that you have, it's not outside. It's a reflection of the inside. And I never got that. I think we touched on that before. People always tell me, I love how excited you are, how happy you are, and there's something about you. They kept saying energy, and I didn't get it. There's something about you, and I think that I'm sure that happens to you because I think that's how we attracted each other. Maybe because we're Hispanic Latinas, and we do similar things, and we have our own way of doing it. But we have come to understand and see our uniqueness and our beauty, and that's what reflects. There's nothing else. The makeup is, people can tell you wearing makeup, okay? Your hair is your hair. It's gotta be something. Oops, I'm sorry. It's gotta be something from the inside. From the inside. It's nothing that you put on the outside. The clothes are just the vehicle that we use to let the world know how we feel about us and how serious we are about showing up for them.
Oh, I love that. It is just a vehicle. It's just a tool. And that's when you're in alignment. When you're like, finally, like all this excitement and creativity or whatever it is that's bubbling inside of you, when you're able to present that on the outside, when those two things finally click into place, that's when it's like, that's when the beauty happens, right? That's when the magic happens.
That's when it happens. And then what have you been able to see your clients do after they work with you?
Oh my goodness. Show up like never. Speak up. Like speak their truth, you know, defend themselves, say no. I've seen them do videos like photo shoots. I've seen them, you know, just get brave in all sorts of ways. I think it comes down to courage and bravery. Just get brave, you know, just make a courage that they didn't have before. Just knowing that it's okay, you know, like nothing bad's gonna happen. How about you?
For me, I think that they find themselves. And they find the courage to be themselves and to go for it. Go for it in a big way. Go for it for the business. Go for it for the relationship. And like you said, saying no. Sometimes saying no is more powerful than saying yes. Sometimes you can say no to that boyfriend that is abusive to you. You can say no to that boss of yours that feel that because he's your boss, he can yell at you in front of people. Sometimes it's saying no to that third piece of pie. Sometimes it's saying no to a job that's killing your soul little by little. Sometimes it's just having the courage to be you, to be the version of you that you were supposed to be, that purpose that was implanted in you when you were made, when you were born, gives you permission to say, I am gonna be that person. And that person is never small. That person is big, and that person is made to share their awesomeness, their big awesomeness.
Yes, and to make this world just a little bit better.
Just a little bit. So
but actually, it's a lot.
It's a lot. And I think I'm just so grateful that we were able to connect, and I'm so grateful that we get to do this thing and help other people.
I know.
So I am going to put you on the spot because we did not talk about this, but I feel so strongly about what we do and how we help people that I want to extend an invitation for people to have a discovery session with us. Complimentary, no commitment.
Yeah.
Schedule a complimentary call with us individually. Whoever you feel most connected with, you can do it with both. I mean, we're not gonna penalize you for that, and I'm totally putting you on the spot. And maybe this is a growth opportunity for you, and maybe you didn't think about it, but I just feel that we cannot share all this awesomeness and talk to people about how great they could be, and for us to be so comfortable being who we are and not able to say, I can do that for you. So I'm gonna put it in in the comment section. I'm gonna put a link for where people can go in and schedule a discovery call if they're serious, if they're tired, if they're sick and tired of being sick and tired, if they are exhausted about living a life that is small. What do you think about that? Are you up for that?
I love that. Girl, I'm up for it. Let's high five again. Come on.
High five.
High five. Yes, 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 yes. And I think we both believe in, like, in connection and authenticity. So just, yeah, we'll both put our information, and if it speaks to you and you, or with both of us, whatever, but whatever speaks to you, we're really happy to oblige. And no, thank you for bringing that up,
Of
Catherine.
course, it's a conversation, and
Yeah.
I know that you're authentic enough that if you feel you don't have a connection with someone, you would say, you know what, you might be better off working with Catherine. And I know for
Mm-hmm.
myself, I have learned this
Oh,
in
absolutely.
37 years, in 3 quarters, that I would say, you know what, I know someone that is fantastic, that you are gonna just
Yeah.
love, and I'm gonna send you her
Oh, of
way.
course.
Um,
Yeah.
so if you're serious about showing up, about being committed, getting out of your way, and giving back in a big way. Because it is all about giving back. It is all about giving
Yeah.
back. We can decide, you and I right now can decide, we're gonna be fabulous, and we're gonna hoard these awesome gifts, and we're not gonna share our gifts and tell people how to do it. But we're not doing that. We're saying we're fabulous, and I know that you
Mhm.
think you're fabulous, and if you don't think that, you know you are. And
Lady, come on, yeah.
we are fabulous, but we want you to be fabulous too, right?
Yeah, it's about feeling that, just connecting with your fabulous and just starting to express it.
Oh my
That's
God.
all it boils down
And it's,
to.
yeah, and it's not conceited. It really, what it helps you, what it enables you to do is to do your thing, okay? Forget
Yeah,
about the outside.
yes.
It just lights up your light from within, and then
Yeah,
you're able to do your own awesomeness. That's it. That's
yeah.
all it does.
It's true.
So forget
It's
about
true.
it. You're not being conceited. You're not being a pretty girl. You're just trying to discover who you are.
Yeah.
100%.
And tell others, like communicate that to the world also. See, it's just part of communicating effectively
Oh
too.
my goodness. It's a cycle.
Yeah.
It's a cycle. We help them. They go do their thing. They help somebody else. That person helps somebody else. And then imagine the reach, and imagine the difference that it can make in the world if everyone knew exactly what they wanted to do and
Yeah.
got up and did it. Can you imagine? Just think
Yes.
about it for 1 second. Can you?
It gives me butterflies, Catherine, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh. I'm getting myself all worked up here, but
I know. I
and
kind of want to go dancing or something now.
And
Like,
I hope they can feel the genuineness. This is really real. I am not pretending. We did not script this out. This is just
no.
how we feel about it. This is too big. This is bigger than you. This is bigger than what you think. This is bigger than how you feel. This is about showing up as beautifully as you were created to be. That's it. That's all it is. And I think I'm gonna stop there because I feel like I'm getting my preach on now.
No, and I know we could go on and talk about this for lots of time. I know, yeah, we definitely could. But yeah, I think you summed it up beautifully. That's what it is. Just coming and just really showing your uniqueness and your beauty, and just allowing yourself to be happy, right?
Yes, yes. Thank you so much
I
for your
love that.
time. Thank you for sharing your
Thank you,
beauty.
Catherine.
And everyone
Thank
that's
you.
watching, if you haven't head over to her website, you have to jump over there because her videos are kick butt, okay? She keeps it real. She's funny. She has a lot of how-to things. You have to head over there, get on her list because her articles are fantastico, fantastico.
Oh, gracias. And I can say the same for Catherine. If you're not on her
Thank
list already, you
you.
definitely have to be. Yes,
Thank you.
authentic, spunky, exciting,
Uh,
and just out of the box.
Thank you
And just
so much.
real. Just
Thank
real.
you. So how can they get a hold of you? Where can they find you?
You can find me on my website, which is technicolorpriestess.com. www.technicolorpriestess.com. I'm on Facebook, same name, Technicolor Priestess, and YouTube also, Technicolor Priestess. So
That's
everywhere.
awesome. Yeah, we're everywhere. So I'm CatherineStoring.com with a C, Catherine. And my name on social media is Style Storing. Just wanted to be creative there. Style Storing or CatherineStoring.com. I have some goodies for you there.
Yeah.
We are not your typical stylist. If you're looking for someone cookie cutter, someone that's gonna be appropriate and it's gonna be politically correct, then we're not your people. I'm
And who's
sorry.
going to follow the style rules? I think we've kind of thrown the rules out the window.
Oh my goodness, we make our own rules because we work with people that are different. That's it.
Yep.
We don't work with everybody. And you know
It's
what?
true.
That's okay. That's okay. I
Yeah.
do not want to work with everyone.
No, I know. It's lovely just this way. Yeah.
Right, darling. It
Yay.
has been real. It has been fantastic.
Yes.
This has made my day. Even though it started kind of rocky because we couldn't get on, it
Yeah.
has been awesome for me. Thank you so
We
much.
made it happen. Me too. I'm excited and I'm feeling zesty and zippy. So thank you, Catherine, for your beautiful energy and your excitement. It's contagious.
Oh, thank you, darling. I am gonna put all the links in here so you can grab your discovery session with us. I'm telling you, it's off the charts. It's no commitment. It's just a place where you can keep it real, get clear about what you want and where you want to go, and then
Yeah.
you move forward if you want to. If you don't want to, if it's not a
Exactly.
fit, move on to the next thing, and that it's okay too. We are gonna call it a
Yeah.
day because we have places to go, people to see, kids to feed, kind of thing, right?
Also true.
Um,
Yes.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Thank you for showing up. And you are about to do amazing, amazing things. Eyenie, you want to say goodbye?
Oh, yes. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. And I hope you feel the love radiating, oozing from our hearts. And we're so grateful for you and send you glitter bombs of love.
Oh my gosh. Well,
And
goodbye,
love to you,
everybody.
Catherine.
Thank you
Bye.
so much. Bye.
Bye.